Comptroller and Auditor General of India, or CAG, the Supreme Audit Institution of India, has been in existence for nearly 160 years. With a strength of 45,000 skilled staff, including 36,000 professional staff, 3,000 IT audit specialists, and 138 offices across the country and abroad. The CAG became a constitutional authority in 1950 when the Indian Constitution came into being.
मैं गिरीश चंद्र मुर्मू जो भारत का नियंत्रक महालेखा परीक्षक नियुक्त हुआ हूँ.
The CAG is appointed by the President of India for a fixed term of 6 years and cannot be removed from the office except by impeachment in Parliament. Bound by an oath to be non-partisan, fair and free, the CAG ensures that there is no conflict of interest between its international assignments and constitutional duties. The CAG enjoys full functional and financial autonomy. Mr. Girish Chandra Murmu assumed office as the CAG of India in August 2020. Mr. Murmu brings a wealth of experience as an economic administrator to this constitutional position. He was the first Lieutenant Governor of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. He served the Government of India as a Secretary, Department of Expenditure, and as a Special Secretary, Department of Financial Services and Revenue. A postgraduate in Political Science and a Master in Business Administration from the University of Birmingham, Mr. Murmu has also held important assignments in the state of Gujarat as an administrator in economic and infrastructure fields. The CAG of India is independent of both the executive and legislature and is not obliged to share its audit reports of the international organizations with national parliament or government. The audit staff under CAG of India observes high standards of professional and personal conduct. The CAG's auditing standards ensure that objectivity and integrity are adhered to at all levels. As officers of civil services, the employees are bound by codes of ethics. The CAG has over 500 IT audit specialists and more than 650 data analysts, apart from over 330 audit directors or managers who have experience of UN audits. These officers possess a wide range of professional and advanced academic qualifications in multiple disciplines of cost accountancy, information systems auditing, internal auditing, chartered accountants, masters in business administration, engineering, law, information technology, and others. SAI India has more than 850 audit professionals trained in International Public Sector Accounting Standards or IPSAS, many of whom have conducted audit of IPSAS-related issues in the United Nations and other multilateral bodies. To ensure continuous training and development of its officers, the SAI India has created a vast network of 15 training facilities, including the National Academy of Audit and Accounts. Here, during induction, the Indian Audit and Account Service officers are sensitized to the high ethical values of non-partisan, honest, timely, and competent audit. To keep pace with the changing technological advances and audit requirements, the skills of the staff are continuously upgraded to include data analytics, IT security, and cyber laws, data security, privacy and protection, anti-fraud framework, and digital forensics. These audit professionals are also trained in various accounting frameworks, including International Financial Reporting Standards (IFRS) and accounting standards issued by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. CAG has 2 international training centers, International Center for Information Systems and Audit (ICSA) and the International Center for Environment Audit and Sustainable Development (ICED). These specialized IT and environmental audit centers are also the designated global training facilities of the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions or INTOSAI and the Asian Organization of Supreme Audit Institution or ASOSAI. These premium institutes have already conducted over 130 international training programs for around 4,000 auditors from 141 countries.
Up to date, there have been about 130 participants from Sri Lanka coming here over the years. We wish to thank the Institute for inviting Sri Lankan participants.
ICSA is a place where the international participants have an opportunity to exchange ideas.
It is a visionary center. It will augur well for not only India, it will augur well for those participants who come to India and share in this fantastic center.
In the national context, the Supreme Audit Institution's jurisdiction extends over federal, provincial and local governments. These include all federal and provincial government departments and offices, including the vast network of the Indian Railways, 1,500 federal and provincially owned commercial enterprises, over 350 non-commercial autonomous bodies, over 3,000 local bodies. The scope of audit covers financial audit, performance audit and compliance audit of both receipts and expenditure. During 2019-20 alone, the CAG audited 42,192 units, issued 33,361 inspection reports and produced 118 audit reports with 1,864 recommendations. With over 88 years of cumulative experience as an external auditor of UN, its agencies and other international organizations, CAG has been external auditor of the United Nations from 1993 to 1999 and from 2014 to 2020, the Organization for Prohibition of Chemical Weapons or OPCW from 1997 to 2003, the International Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology from 1996 to 2004, the International Maritime Organization from 2000 to 2012, the World Tourism Organization from 2000 to 2014, the Food and Agriculture Organization from 2002 to 2008 and from 2020 to 2025, the World Health Organization from 2004 to 2011 and from 2020 to 2023, the World Food Programme from 2010 to 2016, the Management Assessment of International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor in 2011, the International Organization for Migration from 2010 to 2016, the International Atomic Energy Agency from 2012 to 2016, the World Intellectual Property Organization from 2012 to 2018. The long association of CAG of India with the UN and multilateral bodies has helped it create a specialized pool of professionals. It has over the years built unmatched knowledge of standards, procedures, financial systems and audit of international organizations. It has conducted the audit of Umoja, which is the ERP system of the UN. In many of these international organizations of the UN, the CAG has audited not only the transition from legacy systems to IPSAS, but also the incorporation of IPSAS into their business processes. Earlier, CAG had given its recommendations on the functioning of the UN peacekeeping operations and important areas such as the United Nations Pension Fund. The CAG staff comes with experience of reviewing areas such as technical services agreements, contracting and procurement services, Global Management System Project, Iraq Trust Fund operations, Global Service Center and more. It also made several recommendations for improvement of management, governance, accountability and transparency in the delivery of services in the past. The CAG of India is on the board of several international organizations, chair of the UN panel of external auditors that comprises the supreme audit institutions of 13 nations, leads this eminent group in supporting the delivery of high-quality, standards-based audit assurance to the United Nations and its specialized agencies. A member of the governing board of INTERSCI, chair of the Committee on the Knowledge Sharing and Knowledge Services, chair of the Working Group on IT Audit Vijita and the Compliance Audit Subcommittee, founding member of ASSOCI, and ex officio member of its governing board, member of United Nations Board of Auditors, from 2014 to 2020 and earlier from 1993 to 1999, wherein it audited several organizations including UN headquarters and UNICEF at New York, UN Ops at Copenhagen, the International Court of Justice at Hague. The CAG's proposal for the audit of OPCW covers services proposed, past performance and standards of achievement, experience and capacities of the team, financial proposal, financial audit, attesting the function of the annual financial statements and the Provident Fund of the OPCW in accordance with Article 13 of OPCW Financial Regulations and the additional terms of reference governing external audit, and evaluating the appropriateness of the accounting policies used by the OPCW and the reasonableness of the accounting estimates and disclosures contained in its financial statements, providing an opinion on the financial statements. Value for money audit. Auditing diverse areas, including assessing the alignment of programs and projects to desired objectives at optimum cost with due economy and efficiency. Compliance audit. Auditing against appropriation and assessing compliance with applicable rules, regulations, and legislative authority. IT audit. Auditing of IT systems, including ERP systems like Unit 4, SAP, Oracle, PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, etc. Special examination. Willingness and readiness to undertake any special examination and issuance of reports if required, in accordance with Article 13.6 of the OPCW Financial Regulations. Audit methodology. The CAG proposes to design and implement a methodology that will add value to the performance of the OPCW. CAG understands the OPCW's 7 core objectives of chemical demilitarization, non-proliferation, assistance and protection, international cooperation, universality, national implementation, and organizational effectiveness. It would assist the OPCW in achievement of these objectives through constructive audit outputs. The standards framework for audit of OPCW will be based on the auditing standards of INTERSI, the International Standards of Auditing, auditing guidelines issued by the UN Panel of External Auditors, the framework of International Public Sector Accounting Standards, Article 13.3 of the Financial Regulations of the OPCW, and additional terms of reference governing external audit set out in the Annex to the Financial Regulations. Internal Control Framework of COBIT, CAG's auditing standards and guidelines. Audit deliverables, Strategic Audit Plan, Annual Audit Plan, Management Letters, Short Form Report, Long Form Report. The CAG will follow an extensive risk assessment with reference to financial materiality, significance, topicality, and visibility, and will include any other specific areas indicated in the terms of the OPCW Financial Regulations. Through the management letters, short form report on financial statements and long form reports, the audit outputs will be balanced and accurate with constructive recommendations. Quality assurance and control. As a part of quality assurance, the audit work will be reviewed at CAG headquarters in New Delhi by experienced professionals to ensure compliance with standards and best practices. Past performance and standards of achievement. Being the sole auditor of a country of 1.3 billion people, the CAG of India has established proficiency in audits. Its audits have contributed to enhancing the growth and development of the chemical and petrochemical sector in the country. The list includes National Authority on Chemical Weapons Convention or NACWC under the Cabinet Secretariat, which fulfills on behalf of the Government of India the obligations under the Chemical Weapons Convention. The Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, the Ministry of Science and Technology, the Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, Department of Atomic Energy, Department of Space, Indian Council of Agricultural Research and its laboratories, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research and its laboratories, Defense Research and Development Organization and its laboratories. Having audited over 12 international organizations, the CAG brings an unmatched global perspective along with knowledge and experience as previous external auditors of OPCW. Thus, the CAG of India is uniquely positioned to take on the prestigious and challenging assignment of audit of the OPCW. Experience and capacities of the team. A high-value audit services team will be selected from a pool of over 500 audit managers and more than 15,000 supervisory officers with expertise in IPSAS and IFRS. A senior audit director with over 16 years of experience along with an audit manager and 3 auditors with 9 to 24 years of experience will be handpicked. The nominated team members will possess advanced professional qualifications in addition to substantial rich experience in UN and international audits. Financial proposal. The proposed per auditor day field cost by the CAG is the lowest among the 3 nominees at just Euros 504. Whereas, CAG will deploy 238, the highest number of auditor days among the 3 nominees for auditing OPCW. Highlights of CAG's proposal: zero cost for 119 auditor days at CAG headquarters in New Delhi, zero fixed costs, zero audit fees. The quoted cost covers only the travel and related expenses.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the sole public auditor of the nation, my organization values the role of India as a prominent state party of the Chemical Weapons Convention. Supreme Audit Institution of India appreciates the OPCW's mission and its 7 core objectives. Our constructive audit output would support OPCW. We bring with us experience in auditing at the national level for over 160 years. This includes the audit of the Federal Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers and the National Authority Chemical Weapons Convention. We hold a cumulative international audit experience of 88 years, including external audit of OPCW from 1997 to 2003. Our proposal for external audit is significant as it offers the highest number of 238 auditor days every year at the lowest per auditor day cost of Euro 504 among the 3 proposals on the table. With our rich expertise in the audit of activities related to the operations of OPCW, we are best placed to provide high quality professional external audit services to the OPCW.
With its experience in auditing at both the national and international level, along with the most cost-effective proposal offering a value-added assurance on effectiveness, economy, and efficiency of activities related to OPCW, the audit by CAG of India will provide valuable inputs to support OPCW achieve its vision of a world free of chemical weapons.